Hi, my name is Doc, and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we are going to explore the new area in Septimont together. So, my only goal here is pretty simple: share the things I love, ramble a lot, and maybe help you relax. This is my very first video, so trust me when I say the editing is truly fire. I hope you enjoy, and let's get right into it. One of the main reasons why I want to explore as quickly as possible is because of Yuno. To be honest, the first time I saw her was an official art Kuro Daddy released, and I have wanted her ever since. Then she appeared in a 2.3 story for such a brief moment, and I was over the moon. She's just so pretty, you know? Her twin tails, the way she carries herself. I am definitely going for her weapon as well because my girl deserves it. And in the new story, Yuno definitely became one of my pookies. She gives me tsundere vibes, and that's one of my soft spots. When I was younger, I specifically looked for romance anime with tsundere. Yeah, I have issues. My favorite anime back then was Toradora, and I rewatched it like 6 times. And for all of you cultured individuals, I used to be Team Asuka back in the day. Nowadays, I'm Team Mario all the way. As a quick explanation for all who wish to be educated, I am talking about girls from Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's one of my favorite pieces of fiction ever created. Either watch or rewatch the movies. Do yourself the favor. And please, if you're new to NGE, watch the movies first. If you start with the anime, you might end up getting depressed. It's just really long, and a lot of the scenes are stretched into oblivion. The movie fixes that. I could talk about NGE for even longer, but I'll just reserve that for another time. Anyhow, back to Yuno. After another rather disappointing collab, I believe Yuno is the character for a lot of people. In terms of gameplay and visual design, she's everything people wanted. We're eating good with her design, guys. Winners win. Speaking of winners, I accidentally got Augusta. Now hear me out. Augusta is a fantastic character, and I really love her. But my account is in a really good spot right now, and I only really want to go for characters that I also want to play. No more meta pulling. I am saving for Yuno, and she is the character I want. When 2.6 dropped and I finished a story quest, I was watching a guide on Augusta. Yes, I min-max. Yes, I'm cringe like that. And I heard she works really well with Frilova. And Well, Frolova is one of my favorite characters, sharing the crown with Cardifia and Dracona. And then I thought, wouldn't it be so funny if I got Augusta at 10 pity? So I kinda got myself a copy of Augusta. I do plan on building her, but I also have to pre-farm for my Uno. So those will be 2 separate videos. Or maybe not. We'll see. I'm definitely gonna share my Uno pulls in some way or another. Maybe a quick rundown of what set I put on her, how she's performing with my teams. We shall see. I'm not afraid to spend money on Uno, and I absolutely will if I don't get lucky. But winners win, so I'm sure I will get her super early. Actually, I'm manifesting a double Uno and her weapon all within 20 pulls. Trust. My account's in a pretty comfy spot right now. As you can see, I do spend a little. And considering the weapons are guaranteed, I believe I have everyone's signature weapon except for 4. But to be fair, I got really lucky with some characters. I got Zani, Shorekeeper, and Augusta really early. Now that I think about it, those 3 were actually characters I never really wanted much in the beginning. I didn't save for any of them and just pulled for the funnies. I remember back when Shorekeeper came out, I actually had taken a break from the game and I saw her. She looked stunning. And so I pulled. Got both her and her weapon super early. Same thing happened for Zani. I was saving for Dracona and already had a DPS Peeb fully built, so I just didn't need her. I pulled, lost my 50-50 at like 20 pity, so I just kept going. I think Zani cost me 60 pulls in total, including her weapon. My worst pull was probably Seja. I'm just not a big fan of her, to be honest. I only wished for her because back when she came out, I was still in my gamble or cry phase. Now I have a tiny bit more self-respect. Right. So I'm glad I have her because she's fantastic with Carlotta, and I love me some big PP damage. Overall, I'd say I have an equal amount of investment on all my units. Aside from the standard characters, Yinlin and Zhangliao. Everyone else is built pretty well. The ones I probably put in the most are Cordifia, Chicona, and Frolova. Oh, Frolova, my darling, my Pookie. A little bit of context, I am a day one Vuva enjoyer. And when I first saw her toward the end of 1.x main story, I told my friends that I will pull for her no matter what. So when she came out, I, of course, got both her and her signature. Her echoes were a pain to farm though. Her forecast is still pretty horrific, so I will be grinding that in the foreseeable future. As for her sequence nodes, god, her animations are so gorgeous. Anyway, I am strongly considering getting more copies of her. Pookie deserves it. Chicona was the first character I truly fell in love with while playing this game. I just have a thing for musicians, to be honest. Her story quest was also so fine. I love her animations, her voice, everything about her just screams comfort character. So obviously I had to get her weapon too. And she's actually the only limited unit whose sequences I have. Once her banner returns alongside Yuno, I will most likely buy her S3 from the shop. However, if Yuno's S1 is insanely cracked, well, priorities can shift. Next, we have our beloved Cartwheel. She is, in all honesty, the most fun character to play. I genuinely don't know if I've ever had this much fun playing a unit in any gacha game. Her animations are flawless, and her attacks are so fluent. However, I don't know if I'll ever go for her sequences. My reasoning? No further explanation needed, I think. I simply had to get her signature weapon too. My girl deserves it. I dare say her echoes are probably the most generous to farm. So her stats are looking pretty damn good. As for my future plans, there's quite a bit now that I think about it. Chicona and Frolova are the only characters I want to get copies for. That might change in the future with the Cyberpunk collab though. I am really excited for that. It's going to be truly fantastical. Another character I am really looking forward to is Chisa. I don't know why, but I fold when I see characters with red eyes. It just does things to me, you know? Also, I really want to get Lupa on her rerun because she's absolutely amazing. As for the future of this YouTube channel, I get hyper obsessed with things for 2 to 3 weeks and then I move on, so it will be quite chaotic. One of the main reasons why I want to make longer videos is because hands down I am a professional yapper, and the plan is to record my gameplay and do a voiceover where I just ramble about whatever comes to mind, whether it be about an anime, a show, some IRL stories, or any of that sort. if I properly continue with YouTube, then I'll definitely make little series too. I do plan on replaying Baldur's Gate 3 soon, so that's coming. Also, my friends and I are going to play Schedule 1, and I might upload some of that too. Just a bunch of everything, really. And as for the games I will regularly cover, I am a big gacha fan. I have a gambling addiction. Don't gamble, guys, don't be like me. I once spent 800 euro on a character and I only got 3 copies of them. Hard pity. And lost 50/50s. Safe to say, lesson learned. After that, I set a limit of 100 euro each month. And that has actually decreased the past year. The only gacha game I currently spend on is Gathering Wives. But I do still play other gacha games, which I will probably be playing on this channel too. I can absolutely see myself covering Genshin, seeing as I am a day 1 player and apparently I like to be abused by game companies. And right now, I'm really excited for Not Cry and some of the characters releasing. Another one of these games is Dead by Daylight. Though, fair warning, I got 2.6 thousand hours in that game and still suck. Oh, also, I am definitely going to cover Duet Night Abyss once it comes out. I have been looking forward to it since the moment it got announced. So, to sum it up, lots of Dead by Daylight, Wuthering Waves, and DNA. And any other game I enjoy, really. The last thing on today's Yap list is the 2.6 update and Ruva exploration in general. I played the story quest and was fantastic. Augusta is so amazingly written. I'm not gonna spoiler anything, of course, but let me tell you one thing. Rulers rule, winners win. Yeah, my humor is in the gutter. I honestly can't wait for the continuation of the story though. Now, let's talk about exploration. I'm a little bit conflicted about that in all honesty. I adore it on one hand. I love how easy it is to get from point A to B, the wall running and the infinite sprint when not in combat. The music and visuals are always on point, and some spots remind me a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. However, what I love most is probably also my biggest critique. Wuthering Waves shows you all the challenges, fight, flight, or those horrible, god-awful music flies. And I adore that. But to me it feels too little. Call me greedy and stupid, but I just want to explore more. To be fair though, it took me about an hour and 20 minutes to explore. But I just wish there was more. And no, I did not count all sonar caskets or music flies because honestly, fuck them. And sure, there's some chests and the mini boss enemies, but it all just feels so little. Once you've spent 1.5 hours in that area, it's just a dry landscape. But I do believe that is going to get better with more events. Combat events in specific. To me, there is nothing more painful than pulling a unit you've been dying to get just to not play them. Endgame, you finished it, so you get more pulls for said unit. Farming? Well, you've pre-farmed because you adore them so much. Exploration? Done. Quests? Done. What is left then? Events? And what do you do when there's only pastime events where you can't even play your own character? You cry in the corner. If you've made it this far, then congrats! You're officially a Giga winner. Take 100 internet points. May RNGesus bless you, and see you all in the next one.
We wither together, heed the echoes, chant songs of old. Leave it to me.